In this video, we're going to look at 10 reasons why your YouTube videos are not getting any views and how to fix it. My name is David, and one of the most frequently asked questions I receive is why are my YouTube videos not getting any views? If you find yourself wondering about this as well, don't worry, you're not alone. Many YouTubers, even those that have established large channels, can find themselves asking this exact question. I'm going to guide you through the 10 biggest mistakes that you could be making on YouTube and how to actually fix them. You may not have realized that you were doing these, but that's exactly what we're going to cover and get right to the reasons why your videos are not performing and how to turn that around. Tip number 1, your video thumbnails suck. The first thing that a potential viewer sees when your video appears in their home feed, on the sidebar, in search results is your video's thumbnail. If your thumbnail doesn't catch their attention with an accurate image or graphic showing what your video is about, that person's just going to skip right past it. It doesn't matter how amazing your video may be or how well you've titled your video. If your thumbnail doesn't match that quality, it won't be interesting for anybody. And some more common mistakes, and ones that even I've done myself, is to use low quality and low resolution images, or just using a bland and boring picture taken as a screenshot from the actual video. An image with good contrast almost always outperforms similar flat designs because people just don't notice the flat thumbnails. So, if your video thumbnails suck, no one will give it a second thought and you won't get any views. This is how to fix it. Create relevant, contrasting, and interesting thumbnails. You should definitely use custom thumbnails, meaning don't simply pick a screenshot from the video and don't be afraid to oversaturate and turn the contrast up a notch. Whilst it may look slightly over-processed when it's in a large format, but it won't look that way when it's being viewed as a regular thumbnail, being shrunken down on a smartphone, PC, or tablet. Tip number 2, you have no consistency. By not showing any consistency on YouTube, your viewers and subscribers have no idea when you're going to post future videos, what your videos are going to be about, or what your channel is even about. So why would anyone subscribe? This can also be very damaging to your video's ability to rank on YouTube. You see, the algorithm places a lot of value on consistency, and by providing consistent value, your channel and view count will grow. And consistency isn't just about uploading a certain number of videos per month or week. It's about creating videos that have a similar topic, are visually recognizable, and have a similar message like DIY tutorials or reviews. Consistency is the key to converting viewers into subscribers, and you can often see this when the video goes viral through social sharing. The creator often just posted the video for the sake of sharing and doesn't have much other similar content on their channel, and the millions of viewers they receive may only translate to a fraction of the actual view count of that video, which, in my opinion, is just a massive opportunity wasted. How do we fix this? Be clear with what and when you're going to post. Create a realistic upload schedule and try to stick to it. Stay relatively within your niche and establish what type of videos you want to create, whether that's tutorials, commentary, entertainment, information, etc. Also, remember, by being consistent, you're giving the YouTube algorithm more information about what your channel is about so that it can then suggest it to the right people who will also then be interested in your videos. And by creating videos on a consistent basis, each of those new videos increases your chances of the algorithm picking up your channel. Tip number 3, you're not making videos for your audience. This tip is sort of tied to consistency, but has a lot more to do with what your audience wants. A YouTube channel only grows when people visit that channel to watch videos that they are interested in. And once you start uploading videos, you'll start to build an audience. Even if that audience is only 5 or 15 people at first, you need to start somewhere. And if those 5 to 15 people watch your new videos consistently, your channel's videos will be shown to more people with similar interests. Now, if you're not making videos for your audience, this means those viewers and subscribers won't be interested in watching any more of your videos as there is nothing actually catered to them specifically. Practically, this could mean you have a channel reviewing laptops, but you also have an interest in Formula 1 races and reviewing the drivers' performances. Both are reviews that you're interested in, but the viewers interested in laptops may not be interested in Formula 1, and vice versa. This then results in no clicks on your videos and it therefore underperforms. This is how to fix it. Look at what your viewers want to see and what topics are the most interesting and watchable within your niche. Then check out your YouTube analytics to see which videos are performing the best for you, and you can then use these known topics of interest to create more relevant videos for your audience. When you're starting a YouTube channel, it's important to create videos that interest you. Once your channel starts to gain some subscribers and you're already settled on a topic, you need to then focus on what type of videos your viewers and potential viewers would be interested in. So what your audience is interested in. Tip number 4, you're not optimizing your YouTube videos. Too many people are just throwing videos out there and hoping for millions of views. Unfortunately, that'll just not cut it as a feasible plan for getting views on and growing on your YouTube channel. Not unless you already have millions of subscribers and a community that's willing to do the sharing for you. Which, let's be real, you probably do not have, and even then, YouTube optimization can take those videos that extra step further. So, if keywords, tagging, custom thumbnails, targeting, search volume, channel design, SEO, if all of this sounds foreign to you and you're not taking any action in this direction, well, then I have some great news for you. You can get many, many more views by just implementing all of these things. Most successful YouTubers actually still implement these things, even those with multi-million sub counts and billions of views. It's just that important. And this isn't only relevant for getting found in search results. Optimizing videos also help vlogs and more entertainment-based topics increase their reach. You just need to focus on a few keywords or phrases for it to take its full effect. So, this is how to fix it. Start optimizing your YouTube channel and YouTube videos. That means incorporating YouTube SEO. Things like keywording should become second nature. Tag fields should no longer be left empty, and you should be spending way more than just 2 minutes filling out a description. This may sound quite intimidating at first, but thankfully there are some free tools that can make this process a lot easier. TubeBuddy is one of my favorites and a great free browser extension that you can use to find the best keywords for your videos to improve your video's optimization, as well as a lot of other things. The free version is very powerful and you can find a link to try it out in the description below. Now, that link is an affiliate link, and even though the free version is very powerful, I'd just like to add that if you do make a purchase of one of the very affordable and even more powerful plans because you've been convinced by the free version, I may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. Now, back to the video. Tip number 5, your audience retention rate is low. Are viewers leaving your videos after only a few seconds, even though your videos are a couple of minutes long? Is watch time hard to come by and viewers hardly stick around to the middle, let alone to the end of your videos? This means your audience retention rate is low, and this has a negative effect on your channel for 2 reasons. Firstly, YouTube's algorithm favors watch time and channels that can hold the viewer's attention for longer. And secondly, if your viewers can't sit through a full video, or at least the main parts of it, they're probably not going to be interested in subscribing or watching any of your other videos. There are a number of reasons why your audience retention rate could be low. Your intros are too long, your outro is too long, audio is too loud, your voice is too monotone, too much pointless rambling, etc, etc. This is how to fix it. First, we need to try and pinpoint the cause. And luckily, YouTube has a solution built right into the platform for this. It's called YouTube's Analytics. With YouTube Analytics, you can get a wide range of valuable information to help your channel grow. When it comes to retention rate, you can look at the average watch time of specific videos and when viewers most often leave your videos, allowing you to approximate the time that viewers are bouncing from your video, and then you can look at what it is exactly happening at that point and pinpoint the cause of your low retention rate. Once you know what the problem is, correct it. A bonus tip is to include cards at the times when people are leaving, linking to a relevant one of your videos. If you can't keep people's attention on a specific video, then the next best thing is to try and keep them at least on your channel. Tip number 6, you're only thinking about YouTube. What other platforms are you currently also active on? Only YouTube? With a variety of powerful social networks currently online, it's a massive waste not taking advantage of the free resources that are right at your disposal. It may be difficult to get your YouTube channel rolling at first, but maybe you have a small following on Instagram already. Leverage that into getting more views on your videos. Even if this small following is only 200 or 300 followers, you can use this small following to drive a few views to your YouTube channel, which can then get that ball rolling. Even if you haven't got any established following on any social networks or in any communities, your ideal audience may be lurking within the walls of an enthusiastic subreddit or pinning away on Pinterest. Facebook groups, Reddit, social networks, blogs, etc. YouTube may be the platform where you create your main content, but you could and should venture out into the wild. If your audience isn't going to come to you, then go out to them. Here's how. Be active and engage on platforms outside of YouTube. Promote your videos on other platforms, subreddits, Quora, Facebook groups, etc. But do so in a mindful and respectful manner, of course, respecting the rules and being helpful first. You can self-promote as much as you like on your own platforms, but when engaging with communities, no one wants to see links plastered everywhere. Provide value, and by doing so, you'll become a part of the community, and then offer your videos when it becomes appropriate. Also, try sticking to a maximum of 3 platforms at first, so that you don't spread yourself out too thin. And don't be shy to join forums or Q&A sites like Quora, as large platforms may be more difficult to get the ball rolling at first. But this can also all be dependent on what type of videos that you are making. Tip number 7, your videos do not provide any value. Ask yourself this: why should someone watch your video? If you cannot answer that question, you're probably not providing any value, and then why should someone spend their valuable time watching your videos? Value is an important part of being a YouTuber, and is an important aspect of recognizing what it is that you bring to the table in the viewer-YouTuber relationship. You provide them with a reason to watch your videos, whether that's entertainment, information, etc., and in return they watch, like, subscribe, comment, share, and so on. You cannot expect one without the other, and you may have to take a step back and look seriously at what you've been creating and ask yourself, why would someone watch your videos? So, if your videos do not provide any value, this is how to change it. Take a step back, get the full perspective, and then create within context. You need to be honest with yourself, because there's no point in wasting your own time. And when I say create within context, this means that you need to understand the value that you can provide. We all have some type of value that can be shared, because there will always be people that lack the knowledge you may have. Even if you're not an expert in the field, they can still learn from you. There'll always be people who also share the same sense of humor or just find you relatable. Okay, this is the type of value that you can provide them with. Then look at what value your audience wants. What is the most trending, searchable, and relatable topics within your niche? And then start creating videos that answer questions, provide entertainment, and just things that your audience wants to watch. This also goes back to the previous point about making videos for your audience. Tip number 8, horrible audio quality. Listen to these 2 clips. Which audio would you prefer? Hey guys, this is the new iPhone 12. Are you getting what you paid for? Hey guys, this is the new iPhone 12. Are you getting what you paid for? When it comes to making quality YouTube videos, audio is often the most overlooked aspect. It can be hard to comprehend how important audio is when you're starting out. But just think of how many times you've watched a video that has horrible audio like I've just demonstrated. Did you subscribe to the channel? Or did you just bounce straight away as soon as it became unbearable? Audio quality is as important, if not more important, than your video quality. A lot of times people may be able to overlook a video shot on a potato camera as long as the audio is clear, crisp, and of a good quality. The same cannot, however, be said about a great looking video with audio recorded from a cassette player in the 80s. This is how to fix your YouTube audio. First, realize that you should focus on improving your audio before you even think about your video quality. If you can afford a high quality microphone, the investment will most likely represent far better value than a camera upgrade. You can, after all, get great microphones for a fraction of the price of a mirrorless camera. Rode has a ton of great quality mics to choose from that should suit many budgets, but even if you only have $20, you can get a good lavalier mic from Amazon for around that price. I'll include some links below, affiliate of course, to a variety of quality mics in the description. Once you have a quality mic, the next step is to make sure you remove unnecessary noise when you're filming. Try not to record into the wind if you're vlogging, or use a dead cat or windscreen, and speak clearly. If you find some interference in the audio, try turning on airplane mode on your mobile devices, as this can often solve the problem. Lastly, and possibly most importantly, do not put loud music in your video when you're talking or narrating. It may seem like an obvious tip, but I cannot tell you how often I still run into videos where I just cannot understand a word the creator is saying, as the background music is just blaring away. Pay attention to your audio. Tip number 9, you're not engaging with your audience. Engaging with your audience creates a connection, and your channel becomes more important to the people that you apply to, as well as to the people or the viewers who just see the interaction and can get a better sense of who you are. By commenting, you're showcasing more of your personality, and this in return means it's more likely that they'll watch more of your videos and watch them in a favorable manner, meaning they'll ask more questions, they'll leave more comments, like your videos, and they may even subscribe. Now, engagement shouldn't stop in your own videos. There are hundreds, maybe even thousands of channels that'll cross topics with your content that could have viewers interested in what you create. This is how to engage more with your audience. Be active in your community, whether that's in your own channel, on other YouTubers' channels, social networks, blogs, face-to-face, etc. Be an active and valuable member of a community and watch how that community will then support you. Also, reply to your comments. Make sure to add value. At the very least, use a personalized response to show that you've actually read the comment. Tip number 10, you're lacking patience. So, it's been 2 weeks since you've started your YouTube channel and you still haven't gotten 1 million views. You might as well just pack it up and just move on then, right? This is what I feel like shouting at people when they say they're not seeing any results when they've just started implementing these best practices and tips and actually just started taking their YouTube channel seriously. What results can you expect to see in such a short space of time? If things could happen that fast, then as the cliche goes, everyone would be doing it. This is also one of the biggest differences between those that just start YouTube and those that are actually successful on YouTube. The ones that have the determination and patience are the ones that can then reap the rewards. Be patient. And even those that seem to have skyrocketed to fame have required time to grow. On the positive side, the growth scale on YouTube is exponential. This means you may only get a couple of subs a day at first, but as your channel grows, that couple will turn to dozens, which will turn to hundreds, then to thousands, and then who knows, the sky's the limit. This is how to fix it. Allow at least 4 weeks before making any judgments on changes that you've implemented, both for judging your successes and failures on your videos and on your channel. Give yourself and your videos enough time to reap the benefits of your work, and look at improvements over a longer time span than just 24 hours. Things may look like it's starting to stagnate when you look at minor changes every 24 hours, whereas viewing your analytics and results every couple of weeks can present an entirely different picture. A positive one if you've implemented these tips. Now, I have a question for you. Have you been guilty of any of these, and how did you fix them? Or haven't you yet, and this has been the golden ticket you've been in search of? Let me know in the comments below. On this channel, you'll find YouTube and other social media and blogging tips, as well as the occasional camera or tech review. If that sounds like something you're interested in, I'd love for you to subscribe. And if this video has been in any way helpful, please give it a thumbs up. My name's David, and I'm gonna go make some coffee. Ciao.